My ascent within House Telvanni proceeds without meaningful resistance. Master Arian has already directed me to construct a tower of my own, a development I have anticipated since my release from Bar Dao. At last, an environment designed for autonomy rather than concealment. A Telvanni Tower is more than a residence. It is jurisdiction made manifest. Within its walls, inquiry is not constrained by temple scrutiny or provincial interference. Observation becomes control, and control permits refinement. The quarters in Narcissus have become insufficient. My work requires space, and my library continues to expand beyond practical limits. Compression breeds inefficiency. Construction will begin as soon as I've acquired a land contract and 2 powerful Daedric souls, for what is a wizard without a tower, a beggar draped in pretense?
Hello and welcome back to some more Morrowind with Alaric Corvain. And today is a very, very big day for people who use OpenMW, such as I, because a mod just recently released right after I was mentioning it. Oh, she does not like when you take her mushrooms. Those are her mushrooms. She's been cultivating herself. Yes, there has been a mod release, I think it came out today, that finally adds all of the missing, or at least most of them, missing Tamriel Rebuilt spells for OpenMW users. And I am so beyond excited to showcase it. So this mod was developed by lhyacinth, I think is their name. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but he has gone through, or they have gone through, and added many of the missing TR spells. And the best way to show that off is you can type this in and you get some spell books here. And when you read the spell books, it teaches you some of the spells. Now, the main ones I'm interested in are these summon ones here because, you know, we are a conjurer through and through, but there are some other pretty interesting spells here. There's one to repair your armor. There's one to repair your weapon. There's one to banish Daedra. There's one to teleport wherever your cursor is, I believe, or at least close to it. That's pretty freaking sick. I already love this mod. Can you use it in the water? Yes, you can. Nice. So you have a blink spell. You have some new bound abilities as well that were never in the game, at least in OpenMW. So you have like a bound greatsword, pauldrons, greaves, so on and so forth. You have distract creature and humanoid, which basically turns on a creature or NPCs like roaming. So if we cast it on her, she'll just start to walk away, and then we can come over here and steal her pillow, and she'll never know because she's, I don't know, lost in thought over there. Pretty freaking sick. We also have insight, which, as I understand it, if you cast it before you loot something, you get better loot, or at least more of it, which is a cool idea. Kind's intervention is sort of like divine intervention for Skyrim, home of the Nords, wherever. So if we were over in Skyrim right now and we cast Kind's intervention, it would teleport us to a shrine of Kind. Super cool. You have reflect damage, which I think is different than the normal reflect spell. Is there a reflect spell in Morrowind? I think so. And then of course you have the just massive amount of summons here. Might as well show most of them off. You have the Aurorians from Project Cyrodiil, same with the Barrow Guard, Dark Seducers. Oop, just turn on God mode so we can actually see them without failing. Dark Seducers, Devourers. Finally, we were supposed to learn this spell when we were doing the Mages Guild, but we couldn't, so now we kind of can. You got Draugr, where did he go? There you go. You got another Dremora summon, the Caster. This is a spell we should have got, but instead we just got a regular Frost Atronach spell. Of course, he's not showing up here. Come on. Yes, the Frost Monarch. Isn't that freaking sick? It keeps going on. I'm not going to do every single spell, but you get stuff like the Guardian, the Hearn? Yeah, they're the little like imp guys, Ice Wraiths, Minotaurs. you get some pretty freaking sick stuff. And this is stuff people running MWSE, I think, already had the options for, but OpenMW never did. Apparently Ogrims. I thought you could summon them, but yeah, I guess you can't. Storm Monarch, this is one of my favorites. Look at that guy. What a freaking baller. I don't know, I was talking about it, and wouldn't you know it, one of the best, most prolific modders for OpenMW released a mod for it, and I am so excited. It is amazing finally having access to these spells as a spellcasting only character. Cannot praise it enough. I will link it in the description, like always, because as I want to get the word out to as many people as possible. I know the whole spell situation was a huge negative for people using MWSE and not wanting to use OpenMW because of it, which to me was a pretty valid point. It did suck not having a lot of these summons and spells, but now a lot of them are here. I don't think it's all of them. I'm definitely still missing spells, but this is an amazing step in the right direction. And honestly, I cannot wait to see even more custom spells. Pretty much any spell, effect, or idea, you could probably make it, you know? Any summon for any creature that you ever wanted, why not? I'm so excited for the future of that. So I am going to reload because this is where it gets weird, right? I want to learn these summon spells, but I obviously don't want all of them, because that feels a little cheaty. Thankfully, we can delete spells, so we don't want anything from Project Cyrodiil, as cool as the freaking Minotaur Barrow Guard is. We don't want those. We don't want anything from Skyrim. I'm okay with keeping a lot of these because they're spells that I would have bought if we had the options, or spells that we would have easily gotten from doing the Mages Guild quests. Like I said, like the Frost Monarch, I think we would have gotten, and the, what is it? The Devourer, like I said, we would have gotten. I feel like we would have gotten the Vermai. That's something maybe we could have got from the Janata Syndicate. It feels a little cheaty doing this, but at this point, our conjuration is 100, and money is not really a problem for us either way. So it's like, you know, I would have gotten these right away if I could. What's a Guardian? Okay, it's these guys. I think these ones, I feel like these are all pretty fitting for Alaric here. I'm going to hotkey a lot of them too, because I would like to try them out, see what they do differently from regular summons. Summon Guardian. Which one's Hearn? The Imp? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll add him to the list. Morphoid, Ogrim, Champion. That's nice, a better skeleton summon. Spider Daedra, Storm, and Vermai. Maybe, so I actually use them. Let's change these spells out. So let's put a Frost Monarch on this one. And our second one, wait, did we already have a Seducer spell? Yeah, we did. What the heck? Why is the Dark Seducer spell already hotkeyed for me? That's strange, okay. Maybe it replaced the spell we had? Okay, let's also put, I don't know, something cool like a Devourer on ours. Okay, so yeah. We should have some new summons here. Maybe let's do one more. Let's do the, ooh, Dremora Archer, that's pretty sick. Let's do the Guardian. I kind of want to see what his like capabilities are. Anyways, that was the short explanation of an awesome mod that just released for OpenMW. You should get it if you're playing a spellcaster like me. Yeah, so last time we started the construction of our stronghold, or at least in theory. I guess we haven't actually started it. We started the quest to start the stronghold. So we need to get a construction contract from Duke Venom Dren, which means we need to make our way to Old Ebonheart. I think the best way, once again, is from Narcissus. What's going on here? Apparently you cannot teleport out of this room. That's odd. Should also turn off God mode, but yeah, that's strange. Oh no, is this new magic mod messing with my other mods? It could be. I don't know how they all work together. Something I forgot to mention is that you do need to update OpenMW to 0.51, the most recent release, But yeah, apparently my recall mod is not working anymore. But we can ask this lady, Lunella, about teleporting around to the different Telvanni. Telvanni use these platforms to travel from one tower to another. To activate the doors, you must first visit the tower platform you want to go to. You only have to do this once. You'll then be able to travel to that tower from any other platform. I am the one who distributes the platform keys. You only need the one key to activate the platforms. As the Telvanni rank of Spellwright, you are now eligible for a key. Okay. That might have to compensate for our mark and recall spell not working today. I do have another sort of teleport spell. I wonder if that one is still working. Never used it, but it's called the dual portal spell. Yes, okay. And now when we cast it again, it will create another portal that we can walk through and teleport next to her, I'm hoping. I can't live without my mark and recall, man. I've been spoiled. It's actually genuinely hard to play other Elder Scrolls games where I have to fast travel like a chump instead of instant teleportation. Okay, well, I guess we're taking Silt Striders, Water Striders, and Mages Guild teleporters. Yeah, I was going to go to Old Ebonheart, or regular New Ebonheart, whatever you want to call it, talk to the Duke, but now we have to do this like some sort of peasant by walking over there, essentially, or taking different transportations to get there. Okay, let's see how this works. We're in Sage's Mora, so we could go to the Mages Guild and teleport that way. Yeah, let's just do that instead of screwing around with the boats. Although, can you just take a boat to Ebonheart from here? Because that would make it easy. All of my plans have been thrown out the window by not having a teleporter. Yeah, you can. Okay, well, either way. Ebonheart's not really a big town. And I'm also an idiot. I don't think there's a Mages Guild here, so we wouldn't have been able to teleport directly to the city anyways. So this works out way better. Okay, at least our jump spell still works. That'll help. We need to head to the Grand Council Chambers. Like, how is this a throne room? I know it's not his actual throne room, but he should have a secondary throne, right? I am Vedim Dren, Duke of Vardenville. Yes, construction contract. I'm not sure if I should issue you a contract. If Vardenville faces many threats today, I will grant you a contract if you vow to do what you can for my people. Never mind. Then I will not grant you a contract. I would never help the people of Morrowind as long as I live, but sure. I vow that I will do what I can. That's good enough for me. Take this contract. Use your stronghold for the defense of my people and as an aid in your fight against our enemies. Yeah, against my enemies, maybe. Okay, let's see if this portal spell works. Okay, I don't feel like it's working. It's supposed to make a set of portals that connect. They are not connecting. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so this is what happens when I try to recall. It always fails no matter what. Obviously a bug, as we should be succeeding every time at this point, no matter our skill. I wonder, and I'm really hesitant to do this, I wonder if we delete all of our marks, if it'll work like a regular mark spell again. We could also try turning on God mode. Does that fix it?
I'm never too busy for good.
No, it just teleports us back to you. Well, we want to be here anyways, but yeah, that's... When you disable it, it just teleports you to your last mark. So something weird is going on with that. I'm hesitant to delete these marks because they're kind of a pain to set up again, so I guess this will just have to do. Anyways, now that we have that, we need 2 soul gems with a Storm Atronach and a Winged Twilight or Golden Saint. Okay. And we already have some Grand Soul Gems. That's good. Maybe she gave us some. I don't actually know. Okay, so that is another thing I'm noticing here is we seem to have lost some spells. Like the Dark Seducer spell somehow replaced my Winged Twilight spell, because we were definitely summoning Winged Twilights, but now we don't have that spell anymore. And that would make sense why it was hotkeyed before I actually hotkeyed anything. Yeah, we can still summon a Storm Atronach. Let's do that. It's gonna be a pain to kill, but got a soul trap on him, and let's beat the man down. I should use a spell that's not lightning. He's just reflected it back at me. All right. This is going well. How does one kill a Storm Atronach when he has this much reflect? Should we try to swing a weapon at him? We just need to get him to attack us. You know, this isn't actually going to work, and I just figured out why. Because we have that mod on. Friendly fire. There we go. Okay, so it wasn't a me problem, it was the mod I had. There you go. I mean, it probably still was a me problem, but... There we go. I don't think I actually soul trapped him. I think the soul trap wore off. I'm not very good at this, apparently. Alright, let's kill him fast, boys. Oh no, the Devourer turned against me and killed me. Okay. Alright, let's try this again without dying. That is at least the goal here. There we go. One soul down. Actually, it says we can just catch 2 Storm Atronach souls, so let's just do that. That sounds easy enough. We don't have to do the stronger Daedra. Okay, I'm summoning him, and I think he's going in the water. Let's get him up here. Come on. Plenty of room. Why are you not summoning? I seem to be having problems. There we go. All right, kill that guy. There you go. Get him. Frost Monarch, so cool. It's definitely one of my favorite spells now. Come on, surely you can take on a Storm Atronach. You're a Monarch. You're the king. There you go, nice. Yeah, apparently these guys are stronger than Storm Atronachs. Oh. What? Why is life so hard? And I hadn't saved since I caught either Storm Atronach. Okay, give me a second here. I'm just gonna cut all this out. This is getting a little irritating. So I have learned 2 very interesting things doing this right now. One, after the second Storm Atronach is summoned and you attack it, the summons you already have, like these 2, will actually turn against you, which is kind of funny. Like, sure, we'll kill one of our friends, but you want to kill 2 of our friends? That's where I draw the line. So that's a fun fact I never knew. The other fun fact I never knew is apparently that's a good way to kill NPCs. If you summon a Storm Atronach, he starts casting spells at you, right? AoE spells, lightning spells that deal a ton of damage and will easily kill most NPCs. You can actually aggro him to attack you. He casts the spell, you dodge it, or at least you stand next to the NPC you wish to have killed, and the NPC will get murdered, and you won't be given a bounty, you won't get any crimes, and you'll get away with murder. So, you know, we're learning scientific things today as well. I have your strong souls. I gave you 2 soul gems. Did I not trap 2 storm? I trapped a single Storm Atronach. I am so dumb. 20 minutes later, I have the 2 souls. Okay, I have 2 Storm Atronach souls. Yeah, I gave you 2 soul gems. Fill them with the souls of Storm Atronachs, Golden Saints, or Winged Twilights. Really? Is it because they're not in the Grand Soul Gems? They're in the Greater Soul Gems? Dude, I am getting cucked right now by the Recall mod and now this mod. They have to be in Grand Soul Gems? I have 2 Storm Atronach souls. Okay. This is not going well. I'm basically been recording for like 45 minutes and yeah, you know, what do I have to show for it? I guess we got the construction contract. Gosh dang it, I wanted to start a TR Telvanni Magister questline today. But no, I've been hampered at every turn.
Yes, Outland.
She said we could ask people about strong souls. If you cannot find anything suitable, why not just summon a Storm Atronach or two? I did that. The only other idea I have is if we drop all of these regular Greater Soul Gems and then cast the spells, it'll trap them in the Grand Soul Gems. I don't know why it has to be the Grand Soul Gems, but it does, apparently. I think my game is imploding on itself. Every time I drop Greater Soul Gems on the ground to try to capture a Storm Atronach, it duplicates the Greater Soul Gems in my inventory and gives me 4 of them. Okay, apparently updating to OpenMW 0.51 was a mistake with the mods I have. It's so weird. I've updated OpenMW so many times in the past and ran into 0 issues, so I don't know why today is the day that the game craps its pants in that regard. I mean, you know, it's one thing like the Mark and Recall mod is, you know, the mod author just needs to change one thing and I'm sure it'll be working fine. But like, what is going on with the duplicating soul gems? What does that have to do with anything? Why is it duplicate? Like, I'm just so confused right now. I'm kind of worried I broke my own game. 2 Golden Saint souls mysteriously appeared in my inventory. Here you go. Okay, I think this quest is just bugged. Here's my construction contract. You have brought me the soul gems. What is... I am... Okay. And she did take the soul gem. I don't know what's going on anymore. Maybe we needed to hand over the construction contract or something. I'm at a complete loss of words. Yes, construction is underway. Okay, an hour into the recording, construction is underway. I'm glad to hear that. I should have just I don't know. I guess not updated yet. Maybe let the kinks work itself out. But from everything I tested, it seemed like everything was working okay. I guess not. See, that even makes me wonder, is like, was that just a vanilla little quirk of like, yeah, you need to turn in the construction contract and then the soul gems? Like, would she have just taken these Greater Soul Gems? It seems like she took one and then she took a Grand Soul Gem with a Golden Saint. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on anymore. I am sort of at a loss of words. Okay, well, the thing I wanted to do today is start a TR Telvanni questline. There aren't a lot of them. It's kind of crazy because in my head, the Telvanni have like the most quests of any faction, but that is a recency bias thing. You know, I figured at this point, Telvanni had as much content as Hlaalu, but no, it's very different from House Hlaalu, and it makes sense because the overall strategy and development of TR has changed since then. But yeah, Telvanni essentially, at least from what I can tell, has 3 quest lines for House Telvanni, which is fine, you know. I think that's how many the Janata Syndicate has, but it's less than I thought, you know? I thought there would be 5, 6, like I figured every Magister would have something. No, that's not actually the case for the most part. Only 3 of them do have like multiple quests. Some of them have like a single quest or 2, but it's not as much as I thought. Man, Wolverine Hall, the most confusing place on Earth. Okay, the Mages Guild, finally. Freaking A, man. Yeah, so there is a Magister somewhere in this area that I would very much like to start working for. So I'm going to slowly but surely make my way over there. The old-fashioned way. Okay, so finally, I am in Lothanis, which we've been to before. So if we go to Alt Basara, the Telvanni Lord here has some quests. And this is what I wanted to do the entire episode while our stronghold is being built. Ooh, I've never actually been here before. That is awesome looking. Gotta go get a screenshot of that, right? Waterfalls, man, you just can't beat them. I assume this place is going to get reworked at some point, if not already, with Poison Song, so we gotta appreciate it while we still can. I don't think it's a Poison Song update because this is Telvanni territory, but still, that's some amazing stuff. Okay, let's go up to the Lord of this tower and ask him if we may be of assistance, because our spellcasting, while temporarily augmented by all these new summons, has also been simultaneously crippled, and so we need all the help we can get with everything. I can't even take a bath because I don't have any soap, and I don't have access to my house, like, easily. It's going to be such a pain to get to it without mark and recall. Okay, got to you pretty easily though.
What do you want?
Yes, this is the other quest giver. I guess I'll mark here. For as much good as that does for me. Okay, hello. Bellright, what do you want? Chores? Sure, I've got some chores for you. I am Master Veyrin, Lord of Alt Basara, and one of the 6 Telvanni counselors of the Parliament of Bugs. I love his robe. So badass. Alt Basara. Alt Basara is one of my most important possessions. It is where my tower, Tel Veyrin, stands, and it is my most populated settlement. Okay, chores. Ah yes, it is that time of the month again. Oh, interesting. I'll need someone to go and collect the tribute. As an esteemed and powerful master of the arcane arts, it's only natural that the lesser Telvanni lords pay me tribute, is it not? Indeed, and because I am a mer of deep benevolence, I'll allow Lavari Teslaren of Tel Muthada and Dralothas Amorathran of Tel Mothrivra to take advantage of my hospitality for only a pittance in return. A mere 1/3 of the taxes they collect from their subjects each month, to be precise. Visit Lavari and Dralothas and collect what's rightfully mine. You'll find Lavari's Tower of Tel Muthada just west of here, south of the imperial town of Helnim. Dralothas' Tower of Tel Mothrivia lies to the northwest. Okay. A wholly unremarkable hamlet with a wholly average lord in charge. And what about Tel Mothriva, a former temple monastery that was turned into a Telvanni fortress? I quite enjoy what Dralothas has done with the place, to be honest. Has a certain charm to it. So basically just go in one of 2 directions and go take some money from them. We can do that with our handy dandy leap spell that we made. Thank goodness we made this to help us get around, huh? Otherwise we would truly be screwed. We could try the Water Strider. I don't know though if these towns are kind of small. Oh no, it will take us to one of them. Okay, that
You talk too much.
helps. Yes, another Telvanni lord who has sort of taken over House Endoral territory. Gotta love it. So do we need to go this direction? Is he in here? I think so. It says tower. Welcome to the great former monastery of Tel Mothriva. Have you come to see our Lord and Savior, Dralothas Othman? If you want to visit him, you need to have my permission to enter this tower. Or, alternatively, what about that? You like that? The problem now is we need to get into this room, and it's locked, and I'm pretty sure it will call the guard on us.
No surprises, as we Telvanni.
Why don't you just,
Where is my relief? Ladies.
yeah, go that way. Actually, since we have that spell mod, let's try it out here by using Distract Humanoid. Yes, go away. Perfect. Little OP that one, huh? Where is unlock? It's been a long time since I've used the unlock spell. There we go. Hello. This place is sick. I've never been here before. Gotta assume we just keep going up. Gotta love the book that's on the stand here. A necromancy book. The ultimate insult. Manor.
No, go ahead.
Hello.
You're not like the rest of those fools.
He is my husband. He doesn't like to be disturbed for non-serious business or by unimportant people. He likes to study alchemy and perform alchemical experiments or summon the undead. The temple doesn't like this summoning, but he doesn't care much about the temple's teachings because those teachings restrict the freedom of every follower. Yeah, screw the temple, man.
Don't be shy.
There is our
Don't bite.
man we're looking for. What is it, Alaric Corvain? What do you want from me?
Fools.
I want you to be nice to me. JK, I'm going to fail casting the spell. There we go. Collect the tribute. I'm sorry, what? I've never come to such an agreement with Veyrin. I am the rightful lord of Tel Mothriva, and I don't see why I should pay any tribute to anyone, especially not to the decrepit men long past their relevance. Pay the tribute. The answer is still no. If I talk to his wife. Tribute. No. Dralothos Amothran refused to pay any tribute to Master Veyrin, claiming that he's the rightful owner of Tel Mothriva. Okay. Does that mean I should give up the hunt here? Is there money we can steal from him and say he gave it to us? Yeah, we can't really ask him anything else about it. Necromancy. The temple says it's evil and illegal, but if you ask me, that makes it all the more delighting. I like this guy. They're probably too weak to handle those creatures, so they want to ban their summoning. At the same time, they worship their ancestors and have them guard Red Mountain. Hypocrites. Not even the Empire fears necromancy. I know. Screw the temple, man. Okay, well, it seems like this was a bust. All that work for nothing. So now we need to head towards Tel Muthada. Okay. We gotta get out of here first, but I'll cut you guys in. I'm not doing your quest, whatever it was. I'm sure it was cool, but, you know, whatever.
Is there something?
Well, I didn't really mean to recall back here, but I guess it kind of works out. So it seems like the only teleport we can pull off is the one that takes us here, which is fine. Our latest recall kind of works. That's good enough for me. I just need one, you know? So I was looking at my mods again, and I do have a soul gem mod where the whole purpose of it is to essentially make sure souls go in the proper gem so you don't have a rat soul going into a grand soul gem. And one of the options on there is to split soul gems. So if I soul trap a rat and I don't have anywhere for it to go, I think it'll split a lesser soul gem into a petty one or whatever. Common into a petty, however it works. And I wonder if that's what was happening. Like it was using a soul gem and splitting it into 4 greater ones from a grand. That's my only idea of why that bug would have been happening. But it's not really a bug, right? If that's the intended point of the mod. I didn't know it did that. And I think the problem was she was asking for like 2 different souls. Like she wanted a Storm Atronach and a Golden Saint soul. So maybe that's why I was having trouble trying to just use 2 Storm Atronachs. I don't know. Weird stuff. This whole area looks amazing though. Don't think I've ever been in this specific part of, I think this is, no, it's the Amthudaz excavations, but this is the Mofallen Vales, right? Maybe not. Oh, maybe it is. We're pretty close to Akamora. This place looks awesome. It's like a giant Dwemer, like Daedric thing with platforms built by somebody else. Oh, by the Legion. Okay. Is this a town? Why is there a Legion officer here. I don't know. Apparently I can't ask him about it. Okay. Yeah, we should also try to find a tavern or something. Who are you? Hello, traveler. Welcome to the Dwemer Ruin. If you wish to know more about Anthuandes, you'll have to ask an archaeologist. I only know how little work they actually do. Yeah, those terrible archaeologists.
What?
Yeah, this place is pretty sick. I guess they're like digging it out. Yeah, it would be nice to find a tavern of sorts. I can't teleport back to my house to get some food, so I'm kind of just starving to death. It's crazy how much I rely on mark and recall, and when it's taken away from me, how weak I am. I usually don't carry food on me because I'm like, oh, like it's just in my house. I don't want it weighing me down. No, I should have grabbed some more food. We can always make our own food if we get enough ingredients. Get some beetle and hound meat and you got yourself a delicious meal. Okay, are we getting close? Kind of. I brought you guys back in because this area looks awesome, honestly. Do like showing off TR's environmental design. Worth keeping you guys in just for that. Nice, more meat. If we can find a campfire, maybe we can make some food. I also, in case you guys didn't notice, got a encumbrance mod on the very bottom there that will tell me my encumbrance just at a glance. I don't have to open up the inventory all the time. Pretty cool little mod. I like it. Made by the same guy who has made like 80% of the mods I have. The quick loop mod, the mark and recall mod that's not really working right now. I think his name is Only Me or something like that. Okay, well, this is definitely a Telvanni town. There's slaves up in cages for seemingly no reason other than just to be cruel. Let's get up high here. I've for sure never been to this town either. It's so funny. I've played so much TR at this point, and yet there's so much of it I have never seen. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. And so when they're announcing they're changing stuff, it's like, oh, you guys are changing places I've never really been to. I haven't had enough time to enjoy it. It's only been out like 13 years, and you're changing it?
How does the day?
Someone in particular, Lavari Tesla Ran, is the best wizard here, so she is the de facto leader. We are quite happy with her because she always says how she feels about everything. If you don't like that, go to Helnim or Port Telvannis. If you don't like that, you can get out.
Hey,
I do kind of like that we use a jump spell instead of levitate to get around. Like we're kind of sticking it to the Telvanni lords. Like, I don't need to levitate, I'll just fly up. Private study, private quarters. Well, she's gotta be in one of these two, right? Let's open up both of them. And rob whichever one she's not in. Hello? Is anybody in here? You have any good books for me to steal? Sure. Your journal's been updated, nice. I think that's the one that tells you all the Telvanni lords or something, so it's weird that it's giving me a journal update for that, but sure. We'll take all these books because we apparently don't have them. Kind of a disappointing, I mean, the room looks awesome, but kind of loot-wise disappointing. Oh, wait, maybe there's something up here? A little private study. A diamond that I cannot take. A mark and recall amulet. I wonder if those work in some form. Okay. She's not in either of these rooms, or at least I don't see her anywhere. Are you up on this mushroom? No. Where the heck is she? Well, let's take her stuff. I don't really think she likes Imperials. I can't say why, though. Just getting those kind of mixed messages. Cup of nails, interesting. She does have like some pretty good alchemical apparatus here, but yeah, she's not even up here. Where the heck is she? You would think she would be in one of these rooms.
Go ahead. You're not
Oh, it's
the
you.
best of those fools.
I walked right past you. You do not look like a Telvanni lord. Please tell me what you have to say. There's no time for small talk. Tribute. This is frankly outrageous. Veyrin is in no position to make any demands of me. I suppose I'll be the bigger woman and overlook the insult this time. I don't expect to have to put up with Veyrin for too much longer. Mistress Rothra and Eldale would prefer to have someone more amendable on the Parliament of Bugs. Well, good news. I'll be taking that position. All right, let's head back and hope this spell works. No, it does not.
There's
Unless I do
something
that.
I
Okay.
can do for you.
What's the holdup, Spellright? Did you already collect the tribute? What? How dare they? I've offered them my hand and they spat on it in return. Unacceptable. And you're saying that those damnable witches, Rothra and Eldale, are involved? Well, I always knew that they were all scheming against me. Oh, I like this guy. And now we have proof. I wouldn't be surprised if the temple is somehow behind this. Is this just a Dunmer version of Alaric? It's the temple. It's always the temple. Goddamn tribunal. But not to worry, Spellright. Their time will come. I always have a plan on hand. I hope you're up for more chores. Yes. I need you to capture a soul for me. Oh no, you don't want me to do that. I've been struggling with that. Specifically the soul of Raldus Darothril, a long-dead Endoral wizard whose spirit haunts the Tower of Setali. Despite his hostile attitude towards everybody but Endoral nobles, I'm confident that I can extract some helpful information from him. Remember to carry a large enough soul gem with you, Spellright. Where is Setali? Setali is a tower that once belonged to House Endoril. As with House Endoril, all that's left of it is a pathetic ruin. Take a silt strider to the village of Vul and follow the path east. Turn right at the first crossroads, and then turn right again once you reach a fork in the road. Follow the path and you'll soon see the entrance to Setali. Did you mark it on my map is the question. Village of Vul. Isn't Vul like pretty far south? Isn't Vul like, yeah, it's like over here, huh? Okay, so from Vul, east, right, and then you'll see the entrance. Okay. Kind of a pain in the balls to get over there. Take the silt strider there. I don't think the silt strider goes from here to Vul, does it? That seems way too far. Well, he seems like a man who knows what he's talking about, though, so I'll take his word for it. Is there a silt strider in this town? There's a water strider. There's a boat. There's also a silt strider. Yeah, I definitely don't see one. I don't think he knows what he's talking about. Okay, well, I guess we'll take the boat to Vul. Or at least close to it. No, this does not get us close. Well, we could take it to Necrom, I guess. Then Necrom to Akamora or something. Okay, so that's another mod I mentioned before, and I kind of forgot about it. Is that a Hearthstone mod I have? That could be handy here. Now we can hearth back to the tavern in Old Ebonheart much quicker. See, I have contingencies. I have backup plans in case the Mark and Recall mod stops working. I just didn't know I had them, or at least, you know, I never used them because I never needed them. But that is a mod I've had for a while. Okay, so we need to head to Vul, and Vul is, you know, south, but at the same time, we could still be heading towards Setali. So we can kind of just head east of Vul at the same time. And I'm sure we'll stumble upon it. There's tons of House Endoril ruins over here, but I'm sure one will stand out. It's pretty easy to see far in this region anyways. I also took care of our food and our water, so we had some more freaking carry weight because we were down to like 200 and it was painful. And I dropped off a bunch of our books at the old Ebonheart Mages Guild because it is too much of a pain to get to our house at the moment. Like, we have to go to Narcissus, the Narcissus Mages Guild, and then we have to walk across the entirety of Narcissus to get to our house. It's not exactly convenient. It would be nice to just have our stronghold because I'm pretty sure, especially with the mods we have, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to just teleport there with like a ring or something. So that'll be really nice. But until then, we're kind of, you know, stuck with what we have here. Okay, so this is east of Vul. Problem is, I'm not seeing an Endorial ruin straight away. Okay, so rereading the directions here, it actually says east of Vul and then head right. So it's kind of technically south. Also, this guy is funny, so we'll start his quest anyways. Hello, stranger. I've got a proposition for you. More of a bet, actually. See, I recently invented a new enchantment I want to try out. All you need to do is give me 25 gold as part of the bet. Catch me and you'll earn 50 back. Simple as that. All right, then. Ready, set, go. He disappears into a speck on the horizon. I've never actually found him, but I have to assume you get the magic item off his corpse when you do find him. So, you know, we'll keep an eye out for a dead Imperial. Kind of went in this direction. I guess we can look in this direction since we're headed this direction anyways. I gotta assume that's the place we're looking for. Yeah, I've never actually found him. I don't know where he goes. Well, let's just stick with the task on hand. We wasted far too much time just doing the stupid stronghold soul gem trapping. Satali, perfect. Go away. Let's use some of our new summons, huh? So we've tried the Frost Monarch on Storm Atronach. We need something that can harm undead, though, and I don't think a Frost Atronach's very good. Try the Skeletal Champion, which is a new one. I don't know if he's the best skeletal summon you can get with this mod. Ooh, a bug lamp. Let's use that. Aha. He seems pretty strong. Stronger than these losers. Oh, never mind. He's getting stun locked. He sucks. All right, let's help him out with a Morphoid. Why not? I guess these are just like stronger imps. I don't really know. Casting Fireball. Why is this skeleton so much tankier than the other one? Need some help. Wow, this guy's got a lot of health. Holy crap. Sorry I underestimated you, Mr. Greater Skeleton Champion. Oh, he's a Greater Skeleton Champion, so he's just better. Dead Adventurer. Oh, did he have anything good on him? No. We could try that spell that enhances the loot, but I actually dropped off the spell book, so we can't. Never mind. Let's try the Dark Seducer. Why not? Maybe we can seduce some skeletons with it. Ooh, look at that. Don't you want a piece of that? Also, before I get myself killed, let's turn on friendly fire again. Or turn off friendly fire, because I don't like dying to my summoned spells. It's stupid. Okay, hello. Come meet my hoe. Yeah, seduce the crap out of him. Look, she gave him a boner. I'm sorry, I'll stop. No, it's not right to hit a woman, Mr. Skeleton. Just because you're undead doesn't mean you don't need to have some manners. Oh yeah, so I was also told when it comes to like soul trapping stuff, I don't think this guy's one of them. You can just open up the console and hover over them. That's a great idea, a great comment to save me some annoyance when it comes to finding specific souls and undead and spirits when they all kind of look the same. All right, what else can we summon? A Greater Bone Lord, but we don't have the magic. Let's get some magic potions going. There we go. These guys are nasty. Every single time I fought one, they've kicked my balls, so it's cool to finally have one on our side. Nice, good job. Okay, let's get Soul Trap out. You're just not hostile? Okay, no, you are hostile. Well, you're probably the guy, so. I would think a Bone Lord would summon stuff, but maybe not. Wraith of Raldis Darrowthrill. Thank you. And there's a convenient soul gem here, just in case you forgot to grab one. Which I normally forget, but this time I didn't. Seems good to me. An edict. This Endural document records a miscellaneous legal proclamation. Anything good we want here? Not really. I guess I'll take the diamond. All right, seems like we got what we came for. Let's head on back. Did you capture a soul? Yes. Do you have the soul? Yes. Splendid. Oh, I wish I could see Endural Ilvi's face once he finds out. What in the world is that poor Swit going to do without his pet undead wizard? Well, tough luck. Raldis Darrowthrill's knowledge will soon be mine, and I don't feel like sharing. Good job, Spellrite. Take this as a reward. Let's move on to other chores now. A conch of dismay. What the heck is that? Ooh, we got a freaking shell hat. It was all worth it. Alaric would definitely sacrifice his firstborn son to have this hat. Anyways, I am going to end the video there for today. The first beginning half of this video will likely be me just trying to soul trap stuff and summon some of the new cool summons we get. But still, it was pretty fun. Next time we will continue working for this guy who has quite a few quests. I'm pretty excited. If these are the kind of rewards we're going to get, we're about to look pretty baller. Anyways, thank you for watching and peace out.